Hi subscribers, how you guys doing? It's another video on narcissism, and we're going to jump right in. Let's jump in on the narcissist that's always got one foot out the door. Let's focus on that area of narcissism. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I just ate some spaghetti and it's okay. All right, let's go. So basically, ladies and gentlemen, you always notice the way the least little thing, the least little argument, the least little disagreement, the least little critique, the least little whatever. The narcissist always got one foot out the door. Ladies and gentlemen, this is because they know that they're manipulating you. So what they want to do is they want to be able to run for the hills fast as hell, efficiently as possible. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I had an ex-narc that was like that. Let me tell you something. They would never unpack their suitcase. It will always be ready for go-go. And I was like, the least little thing that would happen, it was like, we ready to go. But at night, you're pillow talking and telling me all these things like, oh, I can see us getting married. Oh my God, I would marry you. You're my soulmate. You're this, that, you da da da. That and the third. But soon as something arises, you're ready to run. Ladies and gentlemen, the narcissists, they do like this vice versa thing. Like they'll always tell you that they're going to leave, but really they don't leave, ladies and gentlemen. They really don't want to leave. Your supply, ladies and gentlemen, they want to stay there forever. But what they will do is have one foot out the door. So if they ultimately have no other choice but to run, then they're going to leave. They always threaten to leave because they don't know how much manipulations you're going to take. Is this the end of the road? You get what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? So they always will have one foot out the door, ready for a retreat. But they're never really going to go into that retreat until you ultimately push them and it shows them or show them strong signs that this is the end. Then that's when they're gone. You get what I'm saying? Out the blue. I don't mean that they're just gone, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about you done been with these people for 5 years, just disappeared. 15 years, disappeared. You done been married to them for 25 years, ladies and gentlemen. You got a whole family, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all got 10 kids together. They would just disappear out the blue. And a lot of people can't wrap it around their heads at the fact that, oh my God, I invested this much time in this person. This person has been with me and invested this much time in me, and they're just going to leave. Ladies and gentlemen, they will pack up and go. I don't give a damn if you guys were married for 30 years. The only reason the narcissist is staying in there is because it's manipulations that you're buying. You might not even know that these are manipulations that you're giving into. They're so subtle that you wouldn't even know that it was a manipulation the whole time. You wouldn't even realize that you're doing all the chores, all the tasks. You wouldn't even realize it. Because these people, they love to try to set up a camp where everything is designed to where everybody knows their role. And it's a sad case. You know what I'm saying? But they're always ready to run, but not really ready to run, but will run if ultimately they have to. And yeah, who wants to be with somebody like that, right? It's like this is never real to begin with. And if you listen, ladies and gentlemen, real closely, you'll hear the narcissist say that sometimes. They love to blame you for stuff that they're doing. They'll say certain things like, yeah, well, you're not taking this serious. Knowing damn well it's really them that's not taking it serious. Or, you play fucking games. knowing damn well that it's them that's playing the games. You're a con artist. That's what they are. They're going to tell you certain things like, oh, you're crazy. It's all in your head. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to these. These are universal words that the narcissist says. Every one of them say it. And that's how you know that they're powered from a dark entity, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you know that their power source is coming from one particular source, because it's producing like characteristics. It's producing like manipulations. It's producing repetitive cycles of the same kind of abuse. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? Narcissists come in all different forms and shapes, walks of life, but they all have the same exact cycle that they do. Ain't that weird? That's how you know it's coming from one power source. And that's literally coming from Satan himself, ladies and gentlemen. That's why they all do the same thing. They all have a love bombing phase. They all have a devalue phase and a discard phase. All of them do the same thing. They all have the same grimace look on their face. They all have the same narcissistic stare. They all have the same smirk on their face. They all have the same wordplay. They all have the same technique when it comes down to gaslighting. When you think about it, it's not so hard after all to figure them out, ladies and gentlemen. You know what else is disturbing too? What else is so disturbing about it? See, if you look at it like this, it makes a lot of sense. You know it's coming from one place. You guys know, I always tell you narcissists are like crocodiles, right? Now think of crocodiles. There's not just one particular crocodile. There's a Nile crocodile. There's Gary. I don't know if you guys have heard of these, but they have like a really narrow snout. Gariels or something like that. Then you have alligators. Then you have, it's like everything is related to that family. You see what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen? They all might look different. You know, the American alligator have a wider snout, and it's a little bit more, not as long as a saltwater crocodile. But oh my God, and they're so creepy, because you think about those eyes that crocodiles have and the scales. And thing about it is, like, their scales, like somebody say that you can shoot through, you can't shoot, they're bulletproof, literally. Those scales that sits on the top of them, and that is bone, ladies and gentlemen. Could you imagine being in the mouth of something like that? A predator like that that's dragging you into the deep, that bites down with 3,000 pounds per square inch, I think, if I'm not mistaken. And you're in the water with something like that that's trying to drown you and kill you. You're trying to fight back, and there's nothing you could do. But, well, you can use that flap that's in their mouth to drown them. Or you could poke them in the eye. If you can get to the eye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're doing here. We're getting to that eye. You see what I'm saying? We're using that flap. We're using everything that we can to drown the crocodiles so that they cannot devour us. And this is what narcissists are. They come from all different walks and forms of life, but they all do the same thing. If you look at the alligators, the crocodiles, the gharials, the whatever, this and that, they all do use the same killing technique. They wait till you get to the bank. They ambush you. They bite you. They drag you in because they can't chew. They hit a death roll to break limbs and disorientate. They all do that. Same thing with narcissists. They all run the same miserable, evil manipulations and techniques and tactics. And you guys pay close attention, I'm telling you. And that's why they're not hard to figure out. So How you guys can beat them is you guys already know it's coming. You see what I'm saying? Before the devalue phase even shifts into the devalue phase, now you know, ladies and gentlemen, exactly what to do. This is not good news for the narcissist because it ain't safe when you have a super empath that's with you that literally is using everything that you're trying to direct their way against you. You know? I know I done pissed some narcissists off. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. Or not. Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. There comes a time that, see, the devil have his army and his legion of followers. But God is far more powerful than any devil in hell. And he also have his people too. And the reason why God wins is because you don't know which way his people is going to come out with a delivery. But we already know Satan and we know his works, ladies and gentlemen. It teaches you guys this in the Bible. We know that he's going to do the same thing. He's going to send narcissists and they're going to do the same technique. They're not going to switch it up, ladies and gentlemen. They can't. They're powered from the same dark entity. Satan ain't like, it's not like Satan's going to say, oh, well, I'm going to make this kind of narcissist come out and do this. Nope. The only thing that Satan can do is when these narcissists come, they are more stealthier than others. Basically meaning a little bit more tougher to figure out than others. But all you have to do is keep your eyes and your ears open, ladies and gentlemen. Just because they come in the form of a church girl don't mean that that's what it is. Just because they come in the form of a pastor don't mean that's what they are. Just because they come in the form of a lady of the church jumping up and down, shouting and hula and hooray and all that stuff don't mean that's what she is. You guys pay close attention and keep your eyes open. You'll see it for what it really is. Always get to a place of peace where God can talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, and tell you things. Let you guys know. Oh, and that's another thing. Don't think that y'all going to sit up there and y'all going to drag a narcissist to a therapist. Because first off, they're not going to own up to being a narcissist anyway. And let's just say what they'll say is this, what they'll say. Well, okay, I got a problem. What? I forgot who that was. Used to say, oh, I forgot. I remember now. Somebody that I knew. Well, I go. If you go, I go. If I go, you'll go. No, bitch. You going by your damn self. Because, see, I don't need to be checked and evaluated. But you need all the checks and evaluation. And see, I'm going to tell you why. The reason why they'll say that, ladies and gentlemen, because it's like if I'm going to own up to something, I don't want to just own up to it by myself. They're so evil, manipulative, and just cunning, ladies and gentlemen, that this is what they do. But it was something I was getting ready to tell you guys. Yeah, don't drag them to no therapist because, ladies and gentlemen, you know what they'll try to do? If they do decide to go, what they will do is they will manipulate the therapist, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they will tell them all these different things. The therapist won't be able to keep, they can keep, this is something spiritual, ladies and gentlemen. That's why the therapist, they'll say this and say that and this and this and that, but they won't even know that that the narcissist is gaslighting them right then and there. Ain't that creepy? It's so scary. You guys pay close attention. And you'll see it. You'll see it. You'll see the big picture for what it really is. And the narcissist ain't so clever after all. I'll see you guys in more videos, okay? I'm going to leave you guys be. But y'all take what I tell you guys and apply it to your lives. Always be hyper vigilant. Always watch out for everything. For those of you that, went through and suffered from these people trying to make your lives hell because their lives hell and they know that there's no heaven that's ever coming to them. It's almost like the narcissist knows that their soul is going to hell. And I hate to say it, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie. It's almost as if they know that they're going to hell. For real. It is. And it's like they know they're not going to change, so they have to do much destruction as they can. It's almost like having their final goodbyes, their final, you know, you know, you know. For real. When you set in your ways like that, baby, there's no place up in that spiritual good place for you. I'm not saying that God can't change you. God can do anything. These people don't want to change, ladies and gentlemen. 9 times out of 10, they don't want to change. You know, creepy. Very, very creepy. Very creepy. They everywhere. They come in the form. They have that weird, wicked stance. You see them standing there. And it's so crazy because you see a human in clothes. And you're just looking like something is off. They all have that wicked stance, that posture. It's just you could tell something is off. Something is not right. Them be demons, ladies and gentlemen. Those are demonic entities, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the reason why a lot of people, that's why it's hard for people that's like atheists and stuff to get help. Because, they be done waste their whole life not believing in Christ and not believing in demons and stuff. And then they run right into a relationship with a narcissist. And that right there, shit, that get them a run for their damn money. They be like, what did I just endure? You just endured a demon. That's what you just endured. I'll see you guys in more videos, okay? You guys have a wonderful night. I kind of woke up. I went to sleep early and woke up around this time. I'll see y'all. I'm out. Bye-bye.